I'm Mike Tolliver for ICOC Hot News. Things are definitely heating up in the Ivory Coast today. Back in November, Alassane Ouattara and Laurent Gbagbo ran for president. No apparent winner resulted from the election, and fighting has broken out. Alassane Ouattara, who is recognized as the winner internationally, has actually taken over now most of the country and is fighting it out with the troops loyal to Gbagbo in the streets in Abidjan. Right now, everyone in the church in Abidjan, in our congregation there, they are huddled in their homes. They are hearing fighting and bombs exploding and artillery going off in their neighborhoods. It's very dangerous. They cannot move around. They're being told to stay indoors as fighting rages in the various neighborhoods. Hervé Florent, evangelist in San Antonio, has been in contact every day and was in fact up all night on the phone with Abidjan, and he fills us in on how the disciples are doing.
Hard-pressed, the stores have been looted, homes are being looted, the prisons have emptied, and all the while fighting is raging between the two sides. There are 100 disciples who are refugees at the church building as we speak, and these disciples are refugees from a neighborhood called Abobo, where 2 weeks ago, fighting was raging, and so they evacuated to the church property and have been taken care of by the other disciples in the area. Well, now they have food for about 3 or 4 days there at the property, and that's about it. And so these disciples are in desperate need. And so we also have 300 disciples who have left different neighborhoods in the city and who are seeking refuge with relatives and other disciples. And so our brothers and sisters really need a lot of help.
In the last couple of days, the prisons have been emptied and thieves are now roaming the streets. The battle is raging, and also people are also battling to defend their homes against the thieves. During the night, Eric Lebert, one of the evangelists in the Abidjan church, reported that not only was there gunfire and artillery fire, a bomb actually exploded down the street from him. Thieves came to his house to steal. We'll let Eric fill you in. We caught up with Eric on Skype.
They tried to force our door, and then just want to steal my car. So we just give them the key, and they left with the car. And they also stole other cars from the neighborhood.
The man who appears to have won the election, Alassane Ouattara, and he is also apparently winning the battle for Abidjan and the Ivory Coast, is actually staying in the Gulf Hotel protected by UN troops. Not far from him lives one of the members of the board of the Abidjan Church, Emile Ngoran. He was up all night as the battle raged there as they attacked the Gulf Hotel in retaliation for an earlier attack that day. He describes how the disciples there have no food, how people are fleeing battles in different neighborhoods, how there's no cooking gas to cook with, and Emile describes a little bit what the situation is like on the ground for the disciples.
So the big problem is food, just food, because maybe we will stay at home for 3 or 4 days. So food problem will become very, very, very hard.
Hope Worldwide is, of course, standing by and ready to help these disciples in this situation in the Ivory Coast. And if you would like to donate to this, to help the disciples in the Ivory Coast, then please go to www.hopeww.org. Randy Jordan, CEO of Hope Worldwide, fills us in.
There's a desperate need for food and clothing and shelter, and your donations are going to make a big difference in our ability to render that care. We've set up the bank accounts, we've set up the ability for people to give on our website, and we just urgently plead with all who can to make a donation to support the work in Ivory Coast.
Brothers and sisters, a call for help has come out of Abidjan in the Ivory Coast. Currently, 1,950 disciples across that country are in grave danger. We pray that your church will be praying and that you would consider donating to help these disciples to get back on their feet as soon as the fighting ends. Please think about going to www.hopeww.org. We'll be keeping you posted here at ICOC Hot News and at Disciples Today. God bless.